Good evening, Nigeria. Welcome to All This is Precious. Now, always sweet to the sweet and delight to bring an update of matter them with the shell for inside the country. Sincere apologies for starting a bit behind schedule. We've been get some technical issue and we'll be trying to put things together. My name is Precious Inye. Thank you and welcome to the show. So today, a lot of Buzzbuzz day, but we could do and sharply because our guest, the first one, won't do make him begin go. All right. So first off, Umahi don't come under attack as Nigerians don't they tell and say, you say what? You say repeat what you talk again. As he say, Igbo will produce Nigeria's president someday, one day, but not before 2027. So Peter Obi, calm down first because you need to go anywhere 2027. Okay, my political record unblemished. I will tackle corruption in 4 years. Peter Obi, now they talk this one. Say, no matter what you want to talk, my political record, get stay, nothing touch up. 4 years, I don't finish corruption matter for inside this country. 4 year single term pledge, smacks of desperation, ex Abgatshire, they tell Peter Obi. So this is your 4 years where you won't do. They like say you did desperate. 1 term presidency to be Nigeria's president, not be Moyo Joe Ibukwe. They tell him brother Peter Obi. He gave me his word. Aisha Yusuf speaks on Peter Obi's 1 term presidency vow. And then Peter Obi, El Rufai talks from both sides of his mouth. Charlie boy, don't knock ex-governor El Rufai. Tinubu spending well. Ethiopia spent 7.8 billion for to refurbish airports. That's okay, I'm talk. So say 712 trillion naira. That's a small money. Sorry, billion naira. That's a small money. It's a small money. 2027, INEC wants APC, ADC, PDP, other parties against unauthorized election campaigns. Unauthorized election campaigns. But what did you do about that train that is going around? Relax, Tinubu is fixing Nigeria. Is that not campaign? That relax, Tinubu is fixing Nigeria a train. Is it not campaign? So you don't talk to them? Well, when we get to that bridge, you go cross them. U.S. Embassy running fraudulent visa application in Nigeria. NNPP chieftain Ajadi alleges the summer U.S. Now, Hausa Christians cry out over land dispute, religious discrimination in Kaduna communities. Dreaded terrorist Bello Turju surrenders arms, releases captives. And then kidnappers attack vehicle, abduct passengers in Taraba State. That one saved day. And Ogun doctors call for tax rebate to curb brain drain. Sema gonna do something about this tax matter so that our doctors are not going to jack by again. First Lady donates 1 billion naira relief materials to victims of flooding, banditry, others in Niger State. And then Yobe government to honor Nigerian girl who won global English language competition. And then why will not give her own 150 million naira and her own house now? I mean, she not deserve them. May she go play ball only before she go get them. Defection to ABC. I'm fully satisfied with choice I made, Governor Eno. Pastor Governor Eno of Akwa Ibom State. Now they talk this one. Nigerian court orders deportation of 21 foreign hackers, imposes fines. That one saved day grant. And Delta APC leaders at war over ban of solidarity work for Tinubu's re-election. My dear people, this and other matter them now we get for granted to talk about very quickly. So we could just start the matter one by follow. Okay, so before I start the matter fully, I would like ask my guest question we get to do with the matter where Ibisi the trend. As Ibisi, a lot of people see they react to waiting Ibisi Ruben about to talk yesterday, especially as it get to do with the fact, say, Nigeria never forgive Igbo people for the civil war. So because of that, it go hard for P2B to be president. Because the thing don't take another dimension. People don't they look at like say, wait, what is going on here? What is before we go to waiting Dave, the son of Umahi talk, Before we go to waiting on that Dave Umahi talk, make we reach that direction. But introducing my guest this evening, Dr. Andy Apotiva is joining us from the Garden City. Dr. Andy Apotiva, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes,
Sincere
it's
apologies.
very good. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much for having me. Good evening.
Mm,
Can you hear
thank
me?
you. Yes, I can hear you. Crystal clear. Crystal clear. I can hear you.
Fantastic, fantastic.
Mm.
Great to be here. I like your storylines this
Oh, stop it.
evening.
I like it. Stop it. I like it. Thank you. So, very quickly, before we go to the storyline, this is something that happened yesterday, but it's still very relevant in the news right now because I don't know whether you hear what Ruben about it talk yesterday about Peter Obi 1 term bid and waiting in talk, basically. Make I play him again in case you don't hear him. I mean, you hear him?
No, you can just play them. You can just play
Okay,
them
make I
so
just
that.
to remind you within in talk.
Any
So I would like to
politician
take a
that comes to
reaction
you
quickly
and
before we
says,
go to the
I'm going to do only 1 term, that's a sign of desperation. Any politician that comes to you and says, I'm going to do only 1 term, that's a sign of desperation. It will not work. Just like all these gambits about serving food, carrying plates, and doing boy at parties that could be better organized by event organizers. It's also a sign of desperation. It doesn't work. It will never work. And then the second challenge, of course, is that you say the North will buy into this idea of one term. No, the North will not. Because the civil war in this country has never ended. I don't believe that Northerners who are already aggrieved with a Yoruba president will just shift and embrace the possibility of an Igbo president. There are contradictions in this country that have not been sorted out. We should lay the emphasis on competence, ability. If the Nigerian people are politically educated to a point where they can vote for a competent person, regardless of where it comes from, regardless of his religion, that's when this country will begin to move forward. So all this, I will do one time, I will serve you food, I will give you agbado. No, please. That's not going to work, in my own opinion. I don't know whether you disagree. Peter Obi, former Anambra State governor, declared his intention to run for president in the 2023 general election in Nigeria. The peace-loving, soft-spoken gentleman has visited the 6 geopolitical zones of the country to canvass for support amid challenges of insecurity, inflation, and religious crisis, just to mention a few. During his nationwide delegates campaign tour, the former presidential running mate to Alhaji Atiku Abubakar in the 2019 general election stated that he only needs 4 years to fix Nigeria. Obi said he will replace the sharing formula of monthly allocation with a production formula if elected. He further stated that Nigeria has been badly managed over the years and the country is collapsing. In a meeting with PDP delegates in Kaduna State, Peter Obi promises to turn Nigeria into a producing nation that is less development on oil.
Okay. All right. So I had to play the previous conversation where been saying been talk, the report where in talk this thing for 2023 to for emphasis reason, because a lot of people think say this one time thing when they talk now at the first time when they talk and be this. No, Peter B had also said that in 2023. Now, why did he not spark as much controversy when he said that in 2022? Why e be say na this one when talk now? Now come make and dey like say it is spark a lot of controversy. Why the APC no react so badly when he talk am? Because people did not even pay attention to him saying that.
Hello, can you hear me, Precious?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you,
Can
sir.
you hear me?
Yes, crystal clear.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead. I can hear you. I'm nodding. I can hear you. I can hear you better now.
Fantastic,
Go ahead.
fantastic. Nigerians have
Hmm.
become very delusional, and they no longer are home or in touch with reality. And I would explain. And I'd like to come from the point of the Bible so that it makes a lot of sense to a lot of people. The Bible says God created the heavens and the earth in how many days? In 6 days.
And the 7th day he
And on
rested.
this and on the seventh day he rested. The implication of that is that God knew what he wanted to do.
Hmm.
And so he did not need eternity to be creating the whole of the Milky Ways. He didn't need eternity to be creating the earth that is suspended in space without foundation and pillars, rotating on its axis around the sun at 30 kilometers per second. Do you know what that is? 30 kilometers per second. And there are several other heavenly bodies, planets, not 9 that we know. God took 6 days, as it were, to create all of this. You know what I say? I say intentionality makes things easy. If you were intentional about specifics, you would have contemplated the possible challenges that can come out of it before you venture. Don't forget that all the presidents we have had in this country from the days of independence were not presidents who wanted to be presidents. If you recall very vividly, Precious, you would agree with me
Hmm.
that Tafawa Balewa did not want to be the prime minister of this country.
Okay.
He just He was just sent there by his boss, who was the premier of the northern region, who was enjoying the benefits from the northern region and understood that he would not be able to benefit that much from the center. So he pushed him. Awolowo wanted to be, but he could not be. Fast forward to all the other presidents, including Abdul Salami Abubakar, including even Goodluck John. Even Olusegun Obasanjo. He didn't want to be, including Yaradua. He didn't want to be. He had finished his term in Katsina, and he just wanted to go home. But he was co-opted. He was rushed in, including even Goodluck Jonathan, who just won election. He was just good at winning election. They made him a deputy. My point exactly is, why we have all these failings and we think you need to do 8 years before you are able to put Nigeria on the pedestal of growth and development, is because Nigerians have never tasted good things.
Hell.
Nigerians have never tasted quality
Hmm.
leadership.
Hmm.
Yes. You
Just
know
one
what I
small
always
taste like this. Chop one, they go chop two. They go be chop one,
You
chop
know
two.
what I always told people? I
Hmm.
always told people that if you have never experienced running water, you will think that borehole is the best there is. You will think
Hell.
borehole is the most fantastic thing in the universe. But if
Hmm.
you traveled abroad and you saw how running water is, you knew that borehole is not even development,
Mm-mm. At all.
right?
At
So
all.
why Nigerians are thinking that you have got to have 8 years, you have got to have 15 years, you have got to have 30 years, is because a majority of them do not know any better, do not even understand what development is. If you merely put Nigeria on a pedestal for growth and development, you do not, whatever it will take, it can be 2 years, it can be 4 years, whatever it will take to put Nigeria on that pedestal. Once you did it, you were sure that you have fixed the country. That's exactly what Peter Obi is saying. Peter Obi is not saying he's going to turn 1 naira, I mean $1 to 1 naira in
Like
4
Buhari
years.
promised us, so like Buhari
Yeah.
promised us, so we never
Yes.
got it.
Peter Obi is not telling you people, the example I gave them when they interviewed me today, this
Hmm.
same question was asked me. I said, what Peter Obi simply has said is that, like a moving vehicle, or like a vehicle that's supposed to move, but has been engaged, its gear stick has been engaged on reverse. If you
So
attempted to
he will
move
change
that
it.
vehicle,
Yeah.
if
He
you
go, they go back.
attempted to move that vehicle forward or accelerate,
Mm-mm.
what would happen is that the vehicle would, the vehicle would, uh, alternative. What will happen is that the vehicle would be moving backwards, right?
Yes,
But
please.
if you have somebody who have got sense, as soon as he got into that vehicle and he re-engaged that gear stick and put it on drive, even if you brought a fool to sit behind the wheels and the fool just merely accelerated, the vehicle will move forward. What is my point? What Peter Obi has said is that we don't need more than 4 years to put Nigeria on the pedestal, on the trajectory, on the pathway for growth and development, to recalibrate the country. You don't need more than 4 years, except you are a politician, except you are a thief. You totally don't need more than 4 years. This is exactly what Nigerians must understand. Nigerians don't understand this. This is what they are expected to understand. If they don't, then there is a big problem. Big problem. And this is why the problem of, oh, Peter Obi cannot say 4 years. Oh, Peter Obi, okay, let's even work with them. So it takes only 8 years to be able to fix Nigeria. Imagine, for instance, if the constitution did not even say 8 years before, it means that nobody else would have been able to fix the country now.
Oh,
These people are
but
just
your friend
being,
Wike yesterday said that no government can solve all the problems
yeah.
no government solves all the problems, but you just do things gradually. That nobody solves all the problems. So if you like say then they come into government, or people just expect that politicians should come into government without expecting them to actually solve the entirety of our problems. But then let me get back to that question that I had asked earlier concerning this particular statement. What do you think about it meant by the civil war wasn't over? And that the Hausas will not allow an Igbo man rule. when they are already battling with the man.
Only about only Abati, so only Abati understands what he's saying. No. Only Ruben Abati understands what he's saying. And there are people like him with this kind of statements that stoke the sentiments and allow it to continue to be. Uh, yes, to some extent, he has made some sense because even though you may say the civil war has ended physically, a lot of people are still carrying the wounds of the civil war. The consequences of going into that battle is still fresh in the minds of a lot of people, particularly the northern brethren, who see the Igbos as people who, in a manner of speaking, who bite more than they can chew, right? But you see, individuals vary. Like I say, if you are an intelligent person, you must learn to review everybody based on what the person presents with. A doctor who sits in the consulting room is not going to say, oh, because this person is Hausa, definitely this person is going to have a disease that is commoner in the north. Even if you were presenting with that sign, the doctor would clock you based on your presenting symptoms, based on your complaints, based on his findings. Yeah, that's what intelligence says. Intelligence says review everybody based on what they are presenting with. Even if it's an Igbo man, or it's an Hausa man, or it's an Urobo man, a Yoruba man, they present to you with specific qualities. And if you found that those things they are presenting with are suspects of a terrible person, then you judge them or you make the diagnosis that this individual is terrible, not the group, not the grouping, not the entire Igbo. I can say Chukudi is a terrible person because I have interacted with, and this is me just using the name Chukudi
Mhm.
hypothetically, because I've
Like
interacted with
Iyachukudi.
Chukudi.
Yes.
Yes, I've interacted with Chukudi and I found that this Chukudi that I interacted with was a terrible person. And I can say Chukudi, I should not say Igbos are terrible because
Mm. It is an individual that happens to be an Igbo
I should not say
person.
Hausas are. Review the individual. If the individual is bad, say he is bad. If the individual is good, say, because there are good Igbo people as there are bad Igbo people. There are good Hausa people as there are bad Hausa people. If you are seeing Boko Haram, the tendencies of Boko Haram and all of that, and you say, oh, all Hausa people are criminals or have the Boko Haram tendencies like that, would you be judging them rightly? So what Ruben Abati is simply saying is that the sentiments of the war eh, still lingers on in the minds of a lot of people, particularly those ones who are not very intelligent. And it is the reality, but we should not be reinforcing those kinds of things with our statements. Yes, we should not be reinforcing them.
All right, so let's get straight to that statement made by Dave Umahi. Basically, he had said that the Southeast will produce Nigeria's president one day, shall someday, but it is not going to be in 2027 elections. So Peter Obi and the rest of them, let them chillax first. They never reached their turn yet. Basically, what he said, and he said this in a statement that he put out while he appealed to people to that the presidency is zoned to the south, and they should try to ensure they support President Bola Tinubu's re-election bid because it's important. Now, people are looking at him like, okay, okay, okay. So why do you have to make a statement like this? Because some people they look and say, it be like saying that Peter Obi Igbo brothers now being greatest enemies them. If you remember, the person will bring this 110 bid back into limelight. Now, Soludo on Saturday, when he make a comment, say anybody we saying go do 110, say the person needs psychiatric evaluation. So why do you think Dave Umahi is making such a statement?
A man's worst enemies is amongst his fold.
Mm.
The Yoruba people will say, Kokoro to Jeffo, follow. That's how the Yoruba people
Mm.
describe it.
Waiting they
Kokoro to
chop the corner,
Jeffo.
people inside the beans.
Yes, Kokoro to
Mm.
Jeffo, follower. What is eating the vegetable. The
Hmm.
effort
Effort.
is within the
Yes.
effort,
Ooh.
is inside that vegetable. Whatever it is that is ailing you is within you. It's not outside of you. That's the larger implication of that parable. It took a disciple of Jesus to betray him. If the disciple of Jesus had not gone to give him away, perhaps Jesus would not have been dealt with like that, you know. But because of the fact that sorry there, because of the fact that he was a disciple, you you saw how that they quickly came and dealt with Jesus. My point is, there was never going to be a time when everybody amongst the Easterners or the Igbos would align behind one candidate. Like, you did not see all the Yorubas aligning behind even Tinubu. And if you are a politician and you are expecting that, then you must be naive. All the Hausas will never align, all the Fulanis will never align behind one, even though it's more with them to align, particularly because of their tendencies and their religion, right? You still will not be able to find a group of Hausas, or amongst a group of Hausas, every one of them are saying, yes, he has to be this. Or no, you will have dissenting voices. So Peter Obi understands this. The likes of the Dave Umahi and the Charles Soludo, they are a fraction of the totality of the Igbos who have a right to also airing their voice or making their positions known due to some of the biases that they are having. You know, every one of us as individuals, as humans in the first instance, we have got certain biases, whether they are, you know, intrusive, intuitive biases or not. We have got biases. So Peter Obi understands this thing. And that's why if you heard or you read his responses, you would see that his responses were indeed very, very civil
Absolutely. Absolutely.
and very
Absolutely.
brilliant.
Because he's even responded again and said that that his records are very clear. In fact, that his records are stainless or stain free. That he doesn't have any election rigging and violence tainting his political record, and that he's promised he's going to do 4 years and he's going to do 4 years. As a matter of fact, in 4 years, we can confront corruption head on, redirecting the resources up to priority areas, according to him. Now, he said, for instance, the trillions used to acquire new presidential jets and other unnecessary expenses at this time could have been channeled into education, healthcare, or infrastructure. Challenging Nigerians, and he said that throughout my political journey, I have never been involved in thuggery, the snatching of ballot boxes, or any form of electoral violence. I challenge anyone. Conduct your investigations. You will find no stains of rigging or violence associated with my name. I have always chosen the path of peace, principle, and civility. That's what he said. So perhaps it's time for Nigerians to
Absolutely.
take him for his words. But then there are still reactions concerning that because, even his kinsman in Anambra State, the ABGA chairman, is also saying that he's desperate to want to have said that. That brings me to another question that I perhaps may have. Now, you know that in that statement by Ruben Abati, he said that sharing food and saying that you do want to know smacks of desperation. Now, Obi had said it constantly that in the sabi share food, even when in be that is say in they serve people way there around them, even when in be governor, say na in style. And people that have been close to him before, even when in be governor, they talk and say na so he do. He say for a house, he no get house help. In they doing things by himself. And it's unfortunate that the cameras covered where he was doing this. It wasn't because he wanted to put them out there. Like the famous one that they were insulting him for, that happened to be a church function where there was demand for a reversal of role. Make the poor serve the rich serve the poor to show humility. He wasn't the only one who did that. There was a senator, I think Senator Osita Izunaso was there. He also served. But apparently, Nigerians did not pay attention to Osita Izunaso's serving, not only that of Peter Obi. Until now, did the drag and say, indeed, desperate. What do you think his team should do better to clear that? Waiting on the day like he's staying to a name now.
Assuming without conceding that he's desperate, what is wrong with being desperate, please? What is wrong with being desperate? The president that they are all supporting now, did he not tell you people that it's his
And that was
turn?
desperation.
What defines desperation more than that? Eh? And it's my turn did not exactly capture, the Yoruba quantity that was used though.
Mhm.
If you ask any Yoruba person to totally explain indeed what a milokan is, eh? It's my turn has not done justice to it.
Hmm.
A milokan is my turn has not done justice. Na me remain.
Hell.
Na me
So it's like a
remain. Na me
birthright.
remain. Yes. It's my turn. It's not. It's just too much of it. This is superficial. If Yoruba people are listening to me right now, they will tell you, "Emi lo kan." Now me remain. What is more desperate? What statement can be more desperate than that? What statement can even be more condescending of the other people that are contesting with you than that? And they are there celebrating. See, sometimes when I review the comments of some of the people who yesterday I admired, I sometimes wonder how God is able to deal with
Hmm.
us. How God looks at us and says, let me leave this one.
Hmm.
God who has seen the things that we do even in secret, some of the evils that we do in secret, and we come outside and we are pretending. How is God able to stomach it? When me, who just knew yesterday how certain people were by my own physical eyes, and I'm seeing some of the things they are doing today, I'm not able to stomach it. Is God able to see those secret things that some people do, and they come out? So sometimes I wonder, what is the question that we ask them who are saying is desperate? I don't know why Peter is even trying to explain all these things. I don't know. Okay, if I'm desperate, what is wrong with it? Let me be the first president in Nigeria who is desperate to be, or who was desperate for the position of the president of the country. Let me be the first. What is wrong with that? Since no one held that position and was desperate. Shehu Shagari just wanted to be a minister in cabinet. Some of us know now. He didn't want to be president. Awolowo was the one who was showing desperation. But did he win? The famous two-third majority came and counted against
Hmm.
him. MKO Abiola wanted to be the president of this country. He did everything. Lege. Did he win? Yes, he won. Did they allow him? No, they did not allow him. Go back in the history of this country from independence. No one has been the head of this country that wanted to be. Even the coups that were plotted, the leaders of those schools who planned those schools were not the ones who eventually got the reins. The people who plotted it were not the ones who were giving the levers of power. Go check it. Or you think Muhammad Buhari was the best, or he just emerged? Or you think that Gowon was the best? He just emerged. Or you think that even Babangida was the best? He just emerged, right? He just emerged. The point exactly is that what is wrong if he was showing desperation, and he was showing desperation in this manner? His desperation is not negative desperation. He's not killing people like the rest of them. He's not stealing ballot boxes. He's not recruiting militants and touts. He's not. His desperation is positive desperation. So what is wrong with that?
All right. So speaking about that desperation now, a lot of people don't they insinuate say once Peter Obi did for the ballot box together with any very strong northern contender, say in fact Erofai son say before one Auntie Remy, I never still know who she be, go don't finish to cook food finish by 12 o'clock. Say Peter Obi go don't defeat Pablo. I don't know who they talk about. So now speaking about Peter Obi's defeat generally, I don't know what you think that would look like, especially considering that Tinubu is not Jonathan. Now, the Erofai son said this, and you already understand that Erofai has already apologized for the role he played for bringing Tinubu, in bringing Tinubu into government. But people like Charlie Boy never still forgive him. Charlie Boy drag him today in a talk, saying these people.
Even me, even me, even
Eh,
me, even
eh,
me.
eh. Oh yeah, make I leave you, may talk.
Mhm.
So why are you not forgiving him? Because Charlie Boy has
Even
said
me.
that he's not forgiving that people need to be careful about him because there's a tendency he may do what he did.
Erufai was one of those people that I respected,
Mm,
regarded, and if you may, revered yesterday. Just like Adams Oshomole.
mm.
Respected, regarded, and revered. If there were three people in this country, they were Adams Oshomole, Erufai, and Fashola. I loved them. Oh,
You
Jesus.
loved, so
I
you don't
loved
love any of
them.
them anymore.
Oh, not at all.
Why?
Not
What did
at all.
Fashola do
They
to
are a
you?
bunch of
Oh God.
disappointments. And if you want, I can go into it. How can a Fashola go and do that James Bond move at Lekki Toll Gate? And months after that had happened, he walks in there and carries white handkerchief and picks a camcorder. Eh? How can a Fashola, an intelligentsia, a man of such a way
Ew.
and many ways
Ew.
be used to do that? I will never forgive
And then
him
yes,
from
and
now
about 2 years
till
later, there's now
eternity.
proof and an admittance that indeed there was killing in that place.
Absolutely. But even if there was no proof, my sister, Lekki toll gate that they are swept, cars were already passing, everything weeks after.
Mm.
He goes there in a James Bond move and picks camcode. I loved
Is that why
Fashola.
you people
I
started
was
calling
in
him
Lagos
Detective
when
Flash?
Fashola, yes, Dictator Fash. It's for me, that took his very sterling
Mm.
qualities. He brought him before my eyes. Adams Oshomole, the moment he was, even though he has tried to justify that statement, when you come to APC, your sins are forgiven. For me, nothing can make me forgive him just by that statement anymore. So you, who was the man who we regarded yesterday for fighting for people, for standing for people, you, Adams Oshomole, you're not the one insinuating that evil thieves, corrupt men and women, if they came to your political party, you will forgive them, or the president will forgive them. Adams Oshomole, Adams Oshomole, I never would be able to forgive him. Then Rufai was going to pay people who are killing his people. He opened his mouth and said he went to pay them. People, terrorists who you should delete. And I'm using that word intentionally for coming to kill your people in that number. Southern Kaduna terrorizing people. You went there justifying idiocy and you went to be paying them. And several other things that he did. For me, as anti-Akpotive, nothing would ever make me forgive those people. I'm not a Christian like that. Because I could forgive them as individuals. But if I had the opportunity to determine who becomes what in this country, it would never be a Fashola anymore. It would never be an Adams Oshomole anymore. And it would never be an Erufai. Go see what the likes of Peter Obi have done. You would see consistency. Consistency in character. What is integrity? I defined integrity severally, even on your show. When a man says yes today and he delivers on the yes tomorrow, that's what you call integrity. Not this one Wike did recently. I say they are integrity governors. I mean, integrity 5. Governors, integrity governor, but whatever it is that they are called. People who speak darkness in the morning and in the night, they are telling you light.
So it's fair for Charlie Boy not to forgive him and demand for people to be wary of him. Dr. Andy, are you there? Hello, Dr. Andy, are you there? Oh yes, I don't know if your network has gone bad. Dr. Andy, can you hear us? Hello, Dr. Andy. All right, so let's just let me quickly read out that message by Charlie Boy. So he wrote that, yeah. He, El Rufai, regretted supporting the rigging of the 2023 presidential election to favor Tinubu because he was in APC then. We are all familiar with
Candidates,
the Malam. Okay, go ahead. We lost you for a while. I
a
think something
strong,
went through. Go ahead.
yes, Atiku stepping aside for the
Mm,
greater good of the country and nominating a stronger candidate to vice a to vice a Peter Obi. And these are my suggestions. My own may not be correct. The two candidates I'm seeing is a Rabbi Musa Kwankwaso or the current king of Kanu State, Sanusi. If you are able to put
Oh,
pressure, sufficient pressure on them, I don't know what
mm.
people will say about a king cannot be a vice president. Who told you that? Go to Middle East and go and see how kings are also doing things well. They are both
That means you have to forfeit his
royalties.
throne now.
No, I'm making you understand. I'm making you
Okay.
understand. If
Okay.
you put sufficient pressure on him and he steps aside for the period he's going to hold reign, you can step aside. You can step. There's nothing wrong with you stepping aside for the period. If he is able to convince any of these two people to vice Peter Obi, mark my word, and I'm ready to bet anything with anybody. Before you say Jack Robinson on election day, whether they like, let them rig it. I'm saying this thing intentionally because I understand that Nigerians don't vote. It's the
Hmm.
system that throw people into power.
Hmm.
But this time around, eh,
Hmm.
these people I have called will win that election before it's 12 noon
Oh
of that
wow.
election day.
Either a Rabi Musa Kwankwaso or a Sanusi Lamido
A
Sanusi. So you don't see
Sanusi, an article throws his weight. See the word I'm using. An article steps aside and throws his weight behind that ticket before 12 noon of that day with a Peter Obi as the presidential candidate. Eh?
Hmm.
The election will be over. Once that happens, the next thing they need to do is to fortify Peter Obi, to get people around him, to get, if you need to go and get international secret agents to come and guard him. Because if you give a ticket like that in this country, the country will be delivered 12 o'clock before the
Hmm.
next day.
Hmm. Okay. Interesting. Rabi Musa Kwankwaso that is about to be President Bola Tinubu's vice president. That's what people will say.
Speculations, though, speculations. And
Hmm.
because you understand, you
Hmm.
understand is you understand political CV, right? You
I
understand
understand.
that is
Hmm.
is is such a
One
man.
time this, one time that. Yes. One time this, one time
Yes,
that. It's
is
not like he's
such a
present doing
very
nothing, though.
yes, is a heavyweight because
Uh-huh.
you understand that, you
Hmm.
know,
Hmm.
you knew that.
So, do,
Um,
do you think that he would likely not see Peter Obi as an Andrew liver salt anymore? Because that's what he referred to him as during the
as what?
2023.
My God,
Andrew's liver salt. Andrew's liver
Who?
salt.
Say
He
that
had
again.
referred Andrew's liver salt. Remember, he had referred to Peter Obi as Andrew's liver salt.
Who did?
Konkoso.
Yes, they say this nonsense of there's no permanent friend, no permanent enemy
Okay.
in Nigeria. It's
Okay.
permanent
Forget the
interest.
politics.
I'm saying they say the nonsense because I don't believe in that gibberish.
Hmm.
We cannot descend to that level to say there's no permanent friend, no permanent enemy, just permanent interest. However, let's assume that gibberish is what is commoner amongst all Nigerian politicians, right? Let's
Okay.
imagine that it's commoner amongst all Nigerian politicians. The truth
Hmm.
of the matter is that uh, Kwakwanso will be reined in eventually. It would definitely be reined in eventually.
Hmm. All right. Okay. So let's quickly jump on other issues. I know that you have to. I know you have to run very quickly. Now, people are, reactions. People have been reacting to the recent amount of money we're about to spend on the renovation of our airports. 700 and something trillion naira. Nigerians are saying billion naira rather. That's why do we have to spend that amount of money to renovate Murtala Mohammed Airport? That was renovated not so long ago, by the way, if you know the international airport. You never took day with a renovator. Why do we not have to spend that amount of money again? But the Minister for Aviation and Aerospace done the talk, say nothing they wrong with them. Say other countries they even spend more. That Tinubu even they, if I say Tinubu they manage money for them to spend only 400 million US dollars for that refurbishment, seeing they manage money. Because if you check other countries, them like Ethiopia and other countries, some of them they spend like 1.2 billion. According to Ramo, according to Ram, he say the lowest where anybody don't spend now 1 billion. In Africa, Angola spent $3.5 billion. South Africa, $1.2 billion. Ethiopia, $7.8 billion. Cambodia, $1.5 billion for renovation. So say we spending just a paltry amount of just $100 million. Saying as small money, so we're not supposed to be complain about them. Now it's not like it would have been a complaint. Nigerians they talk say, why at this time? One, that airport was newly renovated, not so long, by the way. And secondly, why at this time when Nigerians are suffering that you say they should manage? And how many air flights they come into Lagos Airport? Where go make, as in, all of those questions. That's my question when Nigerians ask. I don't know if you want to react to that or we'll move to another conversation,
My
please.
sister,
Ah,
is their choppings they are
mm.
looking
you mean
for
you
now.
mean like 39 billion renovation of international
Yes,
business center?
now, is their
Oh,
choppings. And you know why they are able to do these things. Nigerians are not, I'm sorry to say, Nigerians are very docile. We are very docile. You know what is expected of us to have done now? A lot of us should have been researching airports in the world that were renovated and how much they renovated, going even to those countries and bringing the facts before everybody. Don't listen to these lying politicians. And not Festus Keyamo. Festus Keyamo is one of those people that I've been blacklisted in my list.
why? He's your brother. Why you they do like that? You know they do brotherhood.
One of such people who utterly, totally disappointed me. Anyways, I do not want to discuss
Mm,
individuals, but let me just say to you this
mm,
night that if you did your own investigation, even around the names of those countries that were called and their airports, you will find
mm.
that these people are lying. If you did your own investigation by yourself, you'll find that these people are totally lying. And you must also consider other things. If a man spends 1 billion to renovate his house, and I do not have as much resources as that man, I have peculiar challenges different from that man. Should I be comparing myself with that man? You know, in
No,
economics, we
now.
are taught something in economics, elementary economics. They would
Yes.
insist that there is such a quantity that is called ceteris paribus. All things being equal, this formula is going to work
Equal.
like this. Because if you are tempted to apply that in an environment where all things are not equal, in an environment where there's hyperinflation, in an environment where there is poverty, in an environment where you have got, the largest number of infant mortality, in an environment where you have got, if you wanted to compare that with a different environment where the rate of employment or unemployment is very low, you definitely will not get same things. So we must always compare apples with apples, oranges with oranges, or at least oranges with other fruits that have got seeds. This is the least that you can do. Take a walk on social media or on the internet and attempt to check these things. You will shudder. In this time, when Nigeria, and this is why I said what I said the other time you interviewed me, why they are giving footballers that amount of money and land. Meanwhile, military officers who fought
Ah,
yesterday, who died in battle, you are they,
they are
they got
crying.
maimed in battle. You are
Yes.
yet to pay them. Who is more of a hero if we were going to even look at that quantity? Who is more of a
Hmm.
hero? The
The
one
one
who
who saved
fought
the
to
country.
save you or the one who went to bring you medal? Who is more of a hero? Okay, should you even want to give them that kind of money and not convert it to something that can make them even be extra productive? My father always said to us when we were growing up as a child that even though you have all gone out and see other people's, other children's parents buy them expensive toys,
Hmm.
don't come to the house demanding for expensive toys. Because with the thing that I have, I'm going to gift you what will impact you more, because I know than those expensive toys. For the parents who bought their children expensive toys, they understand that the children need the expensive toys, or they have given those other things. They have excesses to give those other things to those children. That's why they can now add the expensive toys. I don't have all of that, so I will invest my resources and give to you people the things that I consider the most important. We understood that. So every time we went to people's houses, we like, let them be riding the best bicycle. We never envied them because we knew our parents were sending
Mhm.
us to school and they were doing the best within their capacity, to give us the best training. My point exactly is that we as Nigerians, as public servants particularly, must not be spending our monies like we are drunken sailors. We
No.
must be circumspect in how we spend this money. There are people who are poor. Be circumspect in how you spend it. You are living in squalor. You are living in a neighborhood where the roads are bad. You are living in a neighborhood where there is no light. You have gone to buy Lister with the community money because you are the chairman of the community. You have gone to buy an Escalade. What are you doing? You're an evil person. My point exactly is that these politicians that we have, the reason they are able to do these things and, in a manner of speaking, put hands in our eyes is because Nigerians do not fact check. Nigerians just listen to all the gibberish that they spew. They take it hook, line, sinker, and the river. Nigerians indeed are too lazy to demand for what is right.
Hmm. Now, speaking about demanding for what is right, one way we would have done that is through elections. I don't know if you've seen this train or heard about this train now that is moving around. They call, say, Sudan, sorry, relax, Tinubu is fixing Nigeria. People don't see them as subtle campaign, right? But then on the other hand, INEC don't they want political parties then say, make them avoid anything we get to do with campaign. Should INEC not speak to that matter specifically, first of all? Because those things, when they carry the train, then go stop for strategic places, begin reel out Tinubu achievements, they give to people. In fact, the other day, Zach Oji was even captured sharing Pekere plantain chips to people, and they were telling him, "You've done road, not gonna give a chance, may you do more. You don't do so road, you don't do so thing. If you give him time, you go do more, you go do more." Is that one not campaign? I don't know, maybe my head not the
Are
thing
you
understand
are
my.
you not aware that INEC is deaf and dumb to
Ew,
the rulership, to the establishment, completely deaf, and you don't know what it happened for River State? Eh?
we do.
They are going
Yes.
to have that election, that local government election,
Whether it is
and
legal
nothing
or
will,
not, and then it will
yes,
become
nothing will
legal.
happen. Write it down. Write it down.
Ah, are
INEC is
you
there.
serious?
But did you know the first time INEC say we are not going to give you materials? We are warning all the police people, all the security people, don't get involved in this election. Are they able to talk now? You know why they are not able to talk now? Eh?
Smuggling.
The person who is in charge, who is calling these shots, is one who is the establishment. He's not a establishment, he's the
The
establishment.
establishment. Whoops.
The definite article. INEC will not talk. Is it today INEC is saying that if you are entering Abuja from the airport,
Oh dear, network. I think I've lost you. I've lost you. This person has been calling
More than
consistently.
30 kilometers, you will see Tinubu's billboards working everywhere. What are you putting in? INEC is seeing it. My sister, I said the last time I was here that Nigeria has been captured. And if we think that it's just by going to queue behind the ballot box on and attempting to vote without disrupting, which I think a Peter Obi and a Kwankwaso or Sanusi would be able to lead. Will be able to lead. Another day, another time, you will ask me why. Would be able to lead
Uh-huh.
until we want to disrupt like that. Is it INEC you are going to depend on? An INEC that announced election at the wee hours, very early in the morning, announced the result of election. What is a day in Nigeria? What is the work day in Nigeria? Lawyers have not tried, have not gone to court on this. What is the work day in Nigeria? What was told us? If you were going to do specific things, is INEC, even if they were counting, when were they supposed to be able to deliver that result and it will be legal? Is it not work day, work hour? Is it not? INEC delivered the result for us at when all of us were sleeping and said one person has won. Before that time, Abuja was very important. Let's not even have that
Oh, yeah.
conversation because I'm still totally very upset. Abuja was very important. You must win Abuja to be able to be a winner
Mm-hmm.
that year. They will insist. Plus Abuja,
So
both
all of a sudden we'll have
INEC
a
and the
different meaning.
judiciary.
We'll have a different
They
meaning
had
of
a
and.
different meaning. Yes, they had a different meaning. INEC
Hmm.
delivered the result now. Did they not?
Okay. All right. So let me quickly take this caller. He said he's calling from a far place, Hong Kong, so that I'm sure he has some questions for you before you go bed. Hello, good evening and welcome. Good evening. Thank you. Welcome very quickly, sir. What's your name?
My name is Ike.
IK. All right. From Hong Kong, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, please, very quickly.
I've been following your program. Actually, I just woke up and I saw like you having a live
Yes.
program now.
Yes.
So I just said it would be a very good opportunity for me to give him my own say.
Kindly shoot, please. Go ahead.
Okay. The topic you're talking about is Umahi, right?
Yes, and every other issue.
Yeah, in general, anyway, I think the problem that we're having back home there, I think is kind of a weaponized poverty.
Mm.
You know, yeah, that's the way I see it, because they have made a lot of people that they don't even know their rights from their left. As in, a lot of people have now become so dumb that they see evil and they keep quiet, all because they one way or the other, money or being afraid of one issue or the other that might come up. But the truth is that if they don't stand for something, then they stand for nothing. We outside, I've been out for a very long time anyway, but I always come back home. The issue there at home is so pathetic that even when people, some of us want to come back, but they feel so scared about what is happening back home. I mean, for me, I come back most of the time anyway. But you see the issue of Umahi and saying that the Igbo should wait. I think Nigeria has come of age where we should go straight to choose the best among the best, competent, character, and the ability to perform, regardless of religion, ethnicity, or whatever.
All right.
I think that is where we should actually base our foundation.
Thank you.
For Umahi, I don't find Umahi interesting anyway. I don't find him interesting.
Thank you.
But for the populists, I'm so worried about the populists because I feel pity for them, really.
Thank you.
Is it that they don't know their right or what? So,
Thank you.
Precious,
Sir?
thank you. You're doing
Thank
a good
you.
job. I
Thank
will
you so much.
continue calling once in a while.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right. Dr. Andy, I'm sure you heard what the caller said. We in talk, say, it be like
Yes,
saying the lady
yes, I
covered
did.
covered it. So,
I
yeah,
did.
I don't know what I want to respond to Ramon. Could just move to another conversation because of your time.
Just
You
take
know,
another
say,
call. We can just take another call. He spoke well.
okay. So, but very quickly, it is something so I like me you address. You know, people they talk about this visa racketeering when they happen for US embassy. So US they run fraudulent visa application for Nigeria. They use um uh, destroy Nigerians. They chop up Nigerians' money. And people don't they talk about this thing over and over again before. It's just they like say na talk. That now on the one hand. And on the other hand, it looks like there's a renewed crisis again right now in Kaduna State. Also Christians are crying out over land dispute and religious discrimination that because they are Christians, they're being discriminated against in Kaduna State. You know, so the governor, they don't talk, say since it starts to be since him become governor, say the issue of southern, Kaduna Christians or marginalization of anybody at all don't end. But now we don't see them again, they resurface again. And then if you can also jump in on all of these issues about insecurity, people kidnapped in their vehicles in Taraba State, and Turjubelu handing over, surrendering his arms. Do you see that as a real surrender? The same Turjubelu, remember him? The same
Absolutely.
Turjubelu again. All right, so let me let you react to any of this that suits you.
Now,
After that,
it's an
take the
ungoverned
conductors.
space.
Eh?
Nigeria is
It's not the government.
an
Uh,
ungoverned space. Nigeria
mm,
is likened to that very beautiful piece of land that there's nobody to tend to. What would happen is
mm,
that weed would grow on it. What will happen is that you find
mm,
all kinds of pests dwell on it. That's why you can find racketeering. You can find other countries of the world dealing with Nigerians like we are a pariah country, like we are, parasitic,
mm.
right? You found that in South Africa, they are saying Nigeria must go. You find that in Ghana, Nigeria must
In
go.
Ghana.
And very soon you will hear that Togolese or in Togo, they will soon be saying Nigeria must go. Reason is because Nigeria as a country is about its leadership. The quantity in Nigeria is just a geographical space. What gives life to Nigeria? What is the soul of Nigeria? Is its leadership and its systems. We have got a dying system and there's no presence of leadership. Therefore, any country whatsoever will do whatsoever with us, with our space. Do you know what the Chinese are doing in Nigeria? They are just picking the one that is not even. If you knew what they are doing with mining, how they come into our country and they get licenses to mine our resources, take them away with accomplices, people who are protecting them. Did you not
Our
hear?
security
Yes,
agencies,
did you not hear
they
Adams
protect.
Oshomole
Yes,
saying
I
it
know.
on the floor of the Senate?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. But
Yes,
now for Niger Delta, now then they put their lights.
I'm telling you, but they will come and do Operation Python, Python sink, Operation Polo Shield wipe for oil. Yeah. Meanwhile, the Chinese are doing it is because it's an ungoverned space. Precious. The day we get it right with
Sir?
leadership, the rest of the countries will know that Nigeria is Nigeria. Nigeria is not a pushover. Nigeria seems to be a
Hmm.
pushover today, and everybody doing what they are doing, like that very fantastic land that is left ungoverned. Precious. Go buy a piece of
Sir?
land, fence it, let it be beautiful land. Anywhere in GRA, in Port Harcourt, GRA in Lagos or in Abuja, leave it and do not protect it. Do not go to tend to it. Go back there. You will find all manners of things happening there. People will scale the fence, they will defecate there. If you have dug borehole there, people will scale it, they will steal the borehole. You will find the wild animals, you find the grasses growing because you are not tending to it. If Nigerian leadership would only wake up, All of these things about visa racketeering, unnecessary. Americans should just sit and say, okay, visa fee for Nigerians now will be X amount of money. If we were a serious country, we will retaliate. Donald Trump tried it with some country, tried it with China, and they retaliated. That's a
Oh
country
yes,
that is
and
a governed
they
space.
get to come back to table and
They came
discuss.
back to the table, my sister. He should not have come back to the table now. His body for tell him. You don't try it. Tried it with Canada. He went back to the table. This is an ungoverned space. I'm repeating it again.
And you don't stammer on a tariff upon tariff recently, and I never feel do anything.
Absolutely. You will not be able to do anything. It's an ungoverned space. The day we get it right with leadership, that day, the rest of the communities of nations will start to respect us. On the dining table of civilization, where is Nigeria? Is Nigeria indeed a diner? Is Nigeria one who serves on that table, or Nigeria is actually the meal to be eaten by the rest of the diners? That's the question that I'm posing to people, albeit rhetorical. Let them answer it themselves. They shouldn't answer it to me. Are we diners? Are we sitting on that dining table of civilization with the rest of the communities of the world, the Americans, the Brits? See what France is doing to Africa. See it. Are we sitting there as diners? Even if we are not sitting as diners, are we even serving the meals? If we were serving the meals, then one day we will understand, because we are the ones cooking the meals. By my reckoning, I think we are the meals that the rest of the world, the rest of civilization feeds on.
Oh,
We are not diners, we are not serving, we are being eaten because of a lack of leadership. And this also dovetails into insecurity. It was Abacha who had told us that if insecurity perpetuated for this number of days, the hands of the government must be there. How is it that we are
absolutely.
budgeting huge amounts of monies in security, yet insecurity is proliferating at such a very, terrible rate, as if it's metastasis? You'll be wondering how it's proliferating like cancer cells. What is happening with it? Who is accountable to who? Who is facing the consequences of the failings and the failures of the insecurity challenges that we are having? Who are the people that are facing these consequences? So it's an ungoverned space. When we fix it, people like criminal terrorists like him should have been neutralized. Neutralized. Are you seeing the word I'm using? Neutralized completely, or at best imprisoned. Not one who is calling the shots for our government, as it were. It's indeed a tragic box and
Oh,
it's a disaster.
well, so before you go, I would love you to chime in on this little girl that won English Global Award. Where people don't demand, so they give her her own 150 million too, because she's self a human being and her own flat too. But before that, make I just quickly take this caller. Hello, good evening, and welcome.
Good evening, man. I didn't know you were live. Let me call you.
Oh, okay. All right then. All right. Yeah. So the young lady that won the award, that Nigerians have been reacting. We hear that some governors are saying that they're going to, also give her her own award. But Isa Pantami, the former minister for what, don't talk. Say the 17-year-old girl also deserve her own 150 million naira or 100,000 US dollars, if you like to call it that. Why is the government not looking at inviting her over for a presidential handshake and her own largesse? Do you think it's really necessary, or we're just used to following the bandwagon when it comes to rewards like that?
Totally. Can you hear me?
Yes, very
We
well,
are we
absolutely.
are a country that is very poor with rewarding industry, with rewarding brilliance, with rewarding hard work. A country that is very poor are doing that. How is it? Go and look at the list of
Okay.
how, as a country, we in a manner of speaking, blast ways, all A's. Even his governor will not give him scholarship.
I think I'm losing your network. Hello, Dr. Andy.
A memory, one young lady will come and
Okay.
expose. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, I can hear you now, but your
Hello.
line is yeah. Go ahead. It was. I can hear you, Dr. Andy. Can you
Yes.
hear me?
One young lady will. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Is it better
It's subtly still breaking. I think you moved away from where you
now?
were with a better network. Um, just go ahead. Let's see what we can get. Oh dear, it's gone bad again. Very bad again. Very very bad. Very very bad. We can't hear you. We can't hear you at all. Dr. Andy, I don't know if you're there, but then let's see if
Hello.
we can just let's begin to. Yeah, I can hear you now. It's better now. It's better. What was happening? It's better now. Ouch. Okay. This thing with Nigerian network, forgive us. Dr. Andy, are you there? You there, dear? Hello? Oh dear, the network is bad. We can't hear you again. But let me start taking calls and reactions. Nigerians, it's time for us to, for you to drop your thoughts and reactions to the conversations we've had tonight or we're having tonight. So call us up,
Can you hear me?
08170294077. Are you there? Yes, I can hear you now. It's better now. Go ahead, please.
I said one young lady will not come and expose her mammary gland, and
Oh,
everybody, all the governors will be falling off themselves to reward her and give her ambassador, ambassador,
hmm,
going to be the ambassador in their state. It's a very terrible thing that we
hmm,
do as a people, right? So the
hmm.
girl is indeed deserving of some kind of respect, accolade.
At
She's very
least to encourage
deserving of it.
others, at least to encourage other kids to also work that hard, so they too can get something in return someday.
Absolutely.
Hmm. All right.
Absolutely. I think
So
so. But
mm,
it is what it is in our country.
unfortunately, so very quickly, I've got someone else on the line. Doctor, so Ty Danjuma, are you there? Ty.
Yeah, so good evening. How are
Oh yeah,
you,
talk before
Precious?
Doctor Andy leave us. Talk quick before he leave us. I won't rush sharp sharp so that
Okay,
you.
greetings, Doctor. I think today you are spot on. I
You did not have to
yes,
quarrel
now.
with him today.
Oh, no, I never. Now this one is he speak like a real Delta man, so I doff my heart for him.
Ah,
Um,
okay.
I just want to, because of time, I just want to comment about this thing about Obi. You know, the statement that he made that has attracted quite a lot of all kinds of backlash.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and reactions. I listen. I listened to Chief Dan Olasi on Arise today, and there was some sort of what I call it confrontation by Rufai. Um, when he was speaking on Obi, he spoke so well about Obi, but Rufai reminded him that years ago he had spoken ill um, about Obi and his chances and stuff, although he denied it. But the point I'm trying to make is that all this Umahi and Soludo and the chairman of ABGA, the things they are saying today, thank God for social media, would all be documented, and they'll confront them in future with it, and they can't deny it. I think what is happening here is just envy. Is they are all belly aching because whether you like it or not, we've said it oftentimes here that Obi is the beautiful bride. they just can't. They're just envious of him. And whether you like it or not, people know the truth. It's just that if you were from the north, I'm not sure this nonsense they're saying about him would be said. But maybe because he's from a particular section of the country. But that make anyone, to not confront the truth about who the man is, his personality, his character, his achievements that are very visible and verifiable. So I think they're wasting their time. As for Ruben Abati, I don't want to go personal, but I think I saw Rufai's tweet in reaction to his own comments, and Rufai put it properly, in a perspective where I think that if Abati reads that tweet, I think he will sufficiently know that his comment was pedestrian, very, very emphatic, a disgrace for a person of his caliber and personality. And I think he's fast losing respect of so many people who admire him because of his comments. 4 years is enough for anybody who means well to show a direction and a path that he wants to go. If he's really serious. Yeah, though I did it. He didn't even say up to 4 years. And we could see some of his policies, how they positively impacted the nation, like in Niger Delta crisis. So to say that 4 years is not okay or something is his choice. It's a constitutional right. If he decides he wants to run for just 4 years, that's his right. Nobody should take it away from him. And all the argument that how do we trust him? You will trust Atiku to run for 4 years and hand over, but you will not trust an Obi. What kind of nonsense is that? So if you look at Ambode,
like I asked that question earlier, why was it not a problem when he said it in 2022? Now that
yes,
there is evidence
I saw the video. Why wasn't?
why?
Because
Why
he's not.
wasn't it a problem then?
He's not just saying it. See, these are the things that they don't put out. Obi said it even before he ran for presidency. He said it. There was no comment. Even the same Ruben Abati carried it. I saw it when you played. They didn't say anything. And then the issue of serving. It's not just serving. Obi has always been serving. He's always been humble. So these issues that they pick, they are not sticking. They can't stick. It's just that people are gullible and they cannot go back to history to bring out this. But thank God for people like you, who can bring out the videos. They speak for themselves. And anybody will know that these people, if you put out that one, look at Wike and his mumulity. I'm using his word, quote and unquote, because it's the one that used the mumulity that he exhibited. He can't even pronounce the word integrity. I think a doctor even missed it up when he was saying that Wike, the real thing Wike was, his pronunciation is integrity. I don't know whether that one Latin or been a French. That's what he calls it. So when these people come here and begin to speak, you can see that everything they're saying is marks up of envy, jealousy, and so on and so forth. They can't stand Obi. It's quite clear. Ambode spent 4 years, and we saw the things that he did. So you can Oti hasn't even spent up to 3 years, and we can see the direction. You can always see anybody who means well by the things that he does, his lifestyle, and so on and so forth. So, and how else do you cross-check a person? How do you know what a person can do? You look for a CV. Okay, let's see your CV. Let's see what you did when you were there, when you were a business person, when you were in governance. What did you do? These things are there for anybody to see. And if you look at all those things, I saw a list of governors, from since we started in 1999 to 2024 that was posted of those that have cases with the EFCC. I didn't see your business name there. I saw everybody that is there now today. Almost all of them. You will see their names and see all the things that they did. Those people should be in jail in developed crimes. And they are our leaders today. And they are the ones talking and people are listening to them. Is that a nonsense?
Thank
Yeah,
you.
so let me stop there because of time. Thank you so much.
Thank you
And
so much.
thank you, Doctor, for being the platform today.
Thank you. Thank you so much. People should go and follow him. I did not even tell you. Okay, so he's at Andy Apotive on YouTube. I tagged him to this conversation, so kindly follow him. I tagged him here at Andy Apotive. Please kindly go and follow him. I beg you. Hello, good evening, and welcome.
Hello, good evening,
Yes,
Precious.
you're welcome. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
My name is Chris, and I'm calling from Turkey.
You're welcome, Mr. Chris. Go ahead.
Okay. Just listening to TY, and I guess he has outlined everything I would have loved to say regarding Peter Obi and all the comments flooding around the internet. Anyway, from my own side, let me add to what he has said. You know, there's this adage that someone, let me use our normal native language, Igbo language. Asi onye na-ebu mma a na-ekwe ka mma gaa n'azụ. Like someone who kills with knife would not allow any other person to go through his back with a knife. What I'm trying to say is this. You know, this, our political class, they are all corrupt. And they have no integrity. Because of this, when they see someone who have integrity, who is not corrupt, promising one term, it sounds strange in their ears because they cannot see themselves doing this. You know, Peter Obi has come out openly to declare that he is going to contest and lead for only one term. And people are doubting him. And he always uses this word, go and verify. Like, how can you see someone who openly canvass for people's vote, go to the grassroots, visit the states in the country, campaign with what the people want, education, infrastructure, healthcare, good road, security. These are the things, these are the basic things Nigeria wants. And when he campaigns with these things and not sharing money or trying to buy people to speak for him. No, he doesn't employ anyone to speak to him. And I believe all these people coming out on your program speaking for Obi, he's not paying any of them. Take TY, for example. I will not come here and say Peter Obi pay TY to campaign or to speak good for him. They say a good market does not need an advertisement to sell. We don't go to the market to buy Gary because there are advert of Gary. No. Gary is something we want, so we go for it. Peter Obi is someone the people want. And they are going for him. So no matter the lie or the whatever thing they want to paint him with, we already know what we want. Now, going to what Ruben Abbott, I will mention his name because I watched that program. Man, you can see a man speaking with hate. This morning I was watching that program. I was like, is this real? Someone who clamor for unity of the country, someone who clamor for someone who is not corrupt, who wants unity, who wants steady, good government for the country, and yet when you see one, you can't recognize it. You know, what's his second? This tweet he tweeted today, maybe you can remind his name, Rufai.
Rufai, yeah.
I read that tweet on Instagram, on Twitter, and I was like, this is how you counter a narrative. He countered that narrative openly, and when you go on Twitter and see the comment on his post, you will really understand that Nigerians really know what they want. Nigerians are not stupid, by the way. Just that the corruption is deep in the system that you can't even find a way how you can see somebody you really want, who you know can do something better. Vote for him and it will not count. And these are the things Peter Obi is coming to change. So when Ruben Abati was talking about the civil war, I mean, how can you come out openly and tell the world that the civil war has not ended? And you are there talking about unity when we know that Nigeria is not moving the way we want, and we are trying to see how we can unify the country so we can all benefit from it. And then you're coming out to tell the world that the civil war has not ended. Then why are you still calling us to vote? Why are you still calling us to support a candidate because you don't want the other person? No, election should be open, free, and fair. Let the people vote what they want and who they want. And at this time, I think if we miss it now, it will be difficult for us to get it again. People like Peter Obi comes once in a lifetime, and once you miss it, who are the person that we can vote for? Now, if truth be told, putting all those contesting for this presidency now, those that can't even come out and speak openly, that can't even come out for a debate, who is the person that is more qualified? Who can you say is more qualified and is true to what he's saying? That you can hold on his hand and say, you promise the people this thing and we believe you can do it. Let truth be told for once now. Let Nigerians just speak the truth for once. Now we are not talking about the civil war, even though they are trying to bring it to divert attention, to cause division. This is the rhetoric. This is what they do. This is what they do. They don't want an Igbo presidency. This is not the issue here now. We need somebody who can make the difference, who can make the change. I'm not coming to divide the people with territories of the war or the North will not vote. Who told you the North will not vote? If you think the North will not vote, Peter Obi, when Peter Obi went to the North, don't you see the numbers following him? I will say something here before I drop this call. Precious.
Yes, please go ahead.
You see, Nigerians, the generation of our leaders, their generation has come to an end. You see this present generation, we don't just speak, we see and we decide what we want. Because now the internet is there. You can't just come and sell a narrative to the people and let the people, and we don't want to vote. No, that narrative doesn't work anymore because we see those who do what they do. We see those who speak out of integrity. We see those campaign based on truth, justice, and not buying vote or maybe pushing the people or lying to the people. No. So what I'm trying to say is this generation knows what they want. And at this time around, you see, whether they're north, east, west, or south, Peter Obi won last time. I will not say, in the north. He had a huge number of votes in the north. He had a huge number of votes in the south. He also had even the Lagos that the current president is from. But the truth be told is that if we have a free and open fair election, believe you me, before 12 noon on the election day, the result has already been declared.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Precious. And continue to promote. Use your platform to promote good government and open speech.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. All the best. All right. Let's see who's here now. Kingsley. Hi. Good evening, Kingsley. Kingsley, are you there? Hello, Kingsley. Kingsley, hello. Good evening. Go ahead. Okay. Unfortunately, looks like you're not ready to talk to us. I take you off. Good evening and welcome. Oliver Nwoko. Mr. Oliver, are you there? Hello, Mr. Oliver. All right. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Yes, good evening and welcome.
Good evening. Beautiful, Precious.
Sir?
Yeah, that's good. This one is sad. Very nice sound.
Thank you, sir.
See, Precious.
Sir?
Yeah. I know you had a good day. You see,
how did you know?
People that are talking, just looking at your face will tell us. So, people that are talking, what will Obi do? When you look at Anambra State and look at other states in Nigeria, do you know why each governor that comes in there cannot make some certain statement? There is no money. There is this. They start giving an excuse. It's Peter Obi. Ngige came in, and during the time Ngige came in, that was one part of the reason that Obi went to court. Now, Ngige was doing everything, building some of the roads without any money from the federal government. That was how people knew that there is money in Anambra State, even without getting any money from the federal. This is their federal allocation.
Go ahead, please. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Are you there? Hello, Mr. Tony Chukudi. All right, so we lost him. Hello, good evening, Mr. Edwin. Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, Precious.
Sir?
Good evening. How are you?
Good evening. I'm very well, thank you. Go ahead, please, quickly.
Yeah. A lot to talk about, but I'm going to be very brief. Yeah,
Thank
what
you.
I really want to talk essentially about. Are you hearing me?
Very well. Crystal clear. Go
You
ahead, sir.
hearing me? Yeah.
Absolutely.
There is somebody talking from the background.
No, there's nobody talking.
There is somebody talking from the background.
No, I don't think it's from my end. I don't think there's anyone talking. I
Oh,
don't
okay,
think there's
yeah.
anyone talking. Go ahead, please. Are you sure it's not distraction from your end?
No.
It may be your listening device. Perhaps you just log out and come back again. Let's see if it's getting. Are we all hearing that same sound from the background? Perhaps you go off and come back again. Let's see if it'll be better. All right. So Nigerians, please don't forget to follow us like a village people. So if you've not subscribed, go now, click on the subscription button. Kindly click on the subscription button and follow us, like, and also go across all our social media platforms at Precious Inye TV on YouTube, on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and yeah, and TikTok. The three of them. It's at Precious Inye TV at all of them. Yeah, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Instagram and TikTok. Where they're live, all of them. All right. While I wait for the caller to come back. Hello, good evening, and welcome. Oh, I have someone else here. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Precious. This is Dan. Good evening.
Hi, Dan. How now?
I did fine.
Welcome. Go ahead, straight on, please.
Yes, I'm calling in regard to this issue of PO.
Okay.
PO is permitted to be desperate. Every Nigeria is desperate now for Nigeria to work because if they borrow another money and it happened to reach 300 trillion, my great grandchildren will even swear for all rest in peace. So if they say PO is desperate to see Nigerian to work, we are telling him to go ahead. We are also desperate. Are you not seeing that a lot of all these what other rank, they are very, very angry these days?
Oh yeah, so they've been speaking out. Oh,
and for them to even come out, they know that definitely their work is maybe in big problem.
Yes.
And they don't know when they will come out, but they don't care again. For two of them to come out, or about three now,
yes, they don't. They come out.
That shows that something is happening in this country, and they can no longer wait. My own prayer is that this country should do something before this Tinubu tenure finish, or if not, if all these boys vex, and at the end of the day, it won't be good like that too. Again, the reason why I'm even calling is because of this Igbo issue.
Okay.
We always say things in this country. I want everybody. I'm tired of hearing as if the Igbos are the one that they are the victim in this country. This same coup, Babangida have happened to come out. If it's an Igbo man or a Yoruba man that happened to come out to say this type of thing now, let me just say an Igbo man, that this is what happened. Everybody is now aware. Babangida who knows much about the coup then. He said that, okay, this coup and all these things that happened then, it's not an Igbo coup. There are some person who just prefer that, okay, Obafemi Awolowo should be in charge of the country, even if the civilian government will be in place. Yes, every other ethnic group happened to be among. Major Obuzebu who happened to be the one in which is heading that of the north. But it happened the way it happened. And at the end of the day, Aguiyi-Ironsi, anybody, even from books, if you read history, Aguiyi-Ironsi is somebody who is very, very calm, somebody who is well collected, and that's why they picked him then to be the leader. Even though at the end of the day he selected his council, there were some other Igbo people among his council, and they felt that Igbo people are dominating. Before they now decide to kill almost 100 Igbo officers. Before Ojukwu was not happy, and all these things now catapult to resort to the civil war and everything. They are very, very much about the Buri Accord. That it's not even Ojukwu's fault. But at the end of the day, what happened? They decide that, okay, they will attack when the Igbo people now declare Biafra. But even though if they declare Biafra and Nigeria happen to attack, millions of Igbo people died then. The
we are even ready to, they have even forgotten, many of them, they are not even talking about what Nigerian did to them. People are always saying, people have not forgotten what the Igbo people did. The Major Zegu they are talking about is from Delta. And even if you ask some Delta people, they'll tell you that they are not Delta. They are not Igbo. Some of them will tell you that they are another type of Igbo. But why is it that anything that is happening in this country, any little thing that will target to the Igbo?
Thank you.
We all know very well in this country that these are this ethnic group majorly that is really making Nigeria sometimes to have a good name even outside there. No matter how we're trying to beat a child and call it and give a child bad name. So please, I wish many people maybe that are listening to my voice now don't slow down from all these things.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I pray that one president will come to Nigeria one day and he has to apologize to the Igbo. Whether if this person say there's no victor, no vanquish, I mean, what it is. It's wrong. You have to apologize to the Igbo people.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Daniel. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see. Let me go back to my backyard. Hello, good evening. MOO. MOO, good evening.
Hi, Precious.
Oh, is that? I thought it's MOP. Why are you MOO today?
I don't know. I don't know what happened to. I don't know what happened to my this thing.
You're
Like on
welcome.
Saturday, I was trying to join you. I couldn't join. I don't know what happened. I
Hmm.
tried almost about 10 minutes because
Oh
I have
my.
subject that was dear to me. I wanted to speak. But anyway,
Oh, I'm sorry. Go
I'm
ahead.
glad to be on your platform. How you doing?
Thank you. I'm very well. I'm great. How about you?
Good. So let me hurry up and make my own commentary. Yeah.
Hmm.
The reason why I joined was one particular issue that bothered me a lot. A lot. I don't know why people are not speaking about it because there's undertone in that commentary that people are not aware of it. I'm talking
What's
about
that?
Rubin Abati. People are not taking the commentary serious. I'm not even talking about the one he's talking about Obi, about Obi, that Obi is desperate and something like that. I mean, who is not desperate? Tinubu was desperate. I mean, he said Miloko. Even when he went to the, before the election, he canvassed all his election in the north, giving them all kind of money. Is that not desperation? But that's not my issue right now. The issue I have was that commentary he made about the civil war. I cannot look at it as trying to stop what I consider to be ethnic jingoism in that regard. People are not taking that attention. Rubin Abati has the tendency, to make some ethnic statement. People should take that. I'll be thinking by now, people from the north, people from the east. I mean, he has the right to say what he said about the desperation, or that's politics. But when he pivot to that part of the civil war, I mean, we're trying to unite, and you're stoking division. I have an issue with that statement. People, I don't know why they're not. I mean, he doesn't speak for the north. How does he know what the Northerners are thinking? You're a Yoruba man from the Southwest. You speak for the Southwest. You don't know how the outside the Fulani are thinking. And you come to national TV and say they have not forgotten about that civil war. Believe me, I hope you can amplify that statement. That statement is
But
very, very.
if you listen since yesterday, you notice that I had done that, and I mean I raised it
Yeah,
today
there's
again
an
with the
undertone in
gospel
that
party.
statement. It bothers me a lot. I mean, I believe in one Nigeria. We are trying to unite. We should forget about what happened yesterday, whether who is at fault. And what are you trying to regenerate again? People are not taking that serious. So I was very, very offended. This is one thing about Rubin Abati. I think what I understand, there's a video that has been played. He was making some statement early, some time ago. I think it was last year or whatever. The person, because they have a strip. You work in the media. You're supposed to, pay attention to the script that was given to you. I think it was the director at the background was telling him not to say that. He said, no, you can't tell me what to do. I'm a big man here. So I think he may be a shareholder in that Rise News. That's why he tend to go up street and say whatever he's saying. But he can say that, but what he said yesterday was so very alarming. I'm so offended. That guy, something wrong with him, okay? But anyway, so that's my statement. That's the reason why, I came in just for that particular statement.
All right, thank you,
Yeah. But yeah,
thank you,
one more
thank you so
thing.
much, Democrat.
In reference to the
Okay,
what people has been saying, Tinubu lavishing money about, I don't see anything wrong with that, giving the
okay.
sports people money or whatever. Yeah, they should try to take care of the civil servant and everything. But if they don't give those guys any money, I mean, they're not going to give it to you. That's what people should realize. So I don't really think as a waste or whatever, because
No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure the complaint was about him giving them money. The complaint is about the amount of money you're giving each of them.
Is
hundred
not
thousand
pressure.
US
That's
dollars for
not
each
that's
of them.
look those girls, particularly the Afrobeat. Those girls have sacrificed. If you see what happened, most of those girls there, they are
I am so the Nigerians have they not sacrificed on him? Or have they not sacrificed this period that he's telling people they enjoy the painful baby
no. I'm
steps?
not saying that he
Have we all not
shouldn't. Hold on,
sacrificed?
precious.
That's the
I'm not saying he
question.
shouldn't. He shouldn't
Okay.
compensate the soldier that protect us. They surely divisive. My point is that even at top, people shouldn't. People shouldn't. Complain about that, about giving them that money. If you didn't give them that money, He's not gonna. Bring out the money to help the Nigeria if he doesn't want to help them. And that's the angle I'm looking at it.
I understand. You don't I think you two don't understand the angle Nigerians are looking at it from. Nigerians are looking at it from the angle that you said we're in austerity measures, but that we don't have money, that we should endure, that
But
the
we know
pain
that's not
and the
true.
lack is just for a
We may
while.
have a revenue
And that we're
problem,
spending all this money.
precious. We may have a revenue problem, but that's not doesn't
So
mean we don't have money. They do have money. They are using the money.
you don't so you don't get the point still. We're judging by what they have
I
said
think
to
I
us.
got you,
They
precious.
said we do not have money. In fact, this particular admission has said that Nigeria is poor. You know, there's an
Yeah,
article where they
poor
said
in a
Nigeria is
sense
poor.
because they are
But
embezzling the whole revenue.
that is the point Nigerians are making now. So if you're telling us that we're poor and now they spend this kind of money, like it's just like you telling your children there is no food today in the house. Let's all drink Gary. Then you go to your neighbor's party and start spraying money.
I got your point.
Habana.
Believe me, me not being in Nigeria doesn't mean I'm not concerned about what's happening to my people. I do, but I'm just saying they shouldn't be try
So
to.
I mean, if you had given them $10,000, $20,000 or thereabout, ten, twenty thousand
No,
dollars
no.
is
That's
enough
nothing. They
appreciation.
deserve
They're
it.
also going to get money
They
from their
deserve.
prize money.
Look at that lady who's a
Eh,
certified surgeon
okay.
that carry his
Okay.
baby. Forget about he's a certified surgeon. That what's his name? That Igbo guy. That carry his baby to come and play because she didn't play last year. She was having a baby. So they sacrifice a lot. I mean, all those ladies, they are professional. None of them is a local player because we are lack of infrastructure to build our to develop our talent here. When they go outside,
All right. Thank
they
you.
excel.
You're entitled to your opinion. It's okay. I was just trying to
No, we
state
are
the
speaking the
points
same
of
thing,
other
but
Nigerians. I appreciate
our
you.
narrative is a little bit different. But anyway, precious is it's good to have this dialogue with you. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank
All
you.
right,
Thank you. Always good to hear
bye.
from you, Mo. Thank you, sir. Bye. Okay. Good evening and welcome, Mr. Edwin. I'm bringing you back on the line. Good evening and welcome. Good evening. You're here now. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, please welcome. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Chris, calling from United Kingdom.
Mr. Chooks, go ahead, please, if you can, quickly.
Yeah, Precious, you see, I'm beginning to wonder if Nnamdi can also tomorrow,
Mm.
because there's a name he called Nigeria, and I'm beginning to see the signs of that name, right? Why am I saying this? We had an election.
Mm-hmm.
There was a glitch,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody investigated that glitch till today,
Mm-hmm.
right? And there's so many things that are happening. We are talking about the NNPC, how much trillions. Nobody's talking about it. And the likes of Abati, who call himself intellectual, right, is coming up to tell us that the civil war hasn't ended. Does he even know the work of a journalist? His major job is to hold this government accountable. What's going on in the country? And then the Obaigwena should take note of this. This is not a joke. And if Nigerians are serious about this, all the people who have subscribed in their YouTube and whatever platform they're on, we should down tools. We should down tools. Imagine you coming out now telling us that the North has the.
Your network is breaking up. Your network is breaking up. Hello?
I mean, when this kind of people come out, the kind
of a nation or country we have. This is how he saw people who went to protest on a National Assembly with Natasha. He called them street urchins. Come on.
All right. Thank you.
The media should pick up this and talk about it until this type of thing stops. And that's why I wonder if what can said about Nigeria is true.
All right.
Because no country, this type of thing will happen. A whole election will spend up to 400 billion to organize. Until today, nobody is held accountable. It will be difficult for Nigeria to succeed.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion.
I
Thank
encourage
you.
you to continue doing your good work. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Hello. Good evening and welcome, Mr. Edwin. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Apologies. Can you hear me now? Do you still hear the sound at the background? If you still do, then that means it's not me. It's you. You're
Yeah, there's
welcome.
something happening there.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I just want to talk about
Go ahead.
INEC. About INEC.
All right. Go
Now
ahead.
that we are just
Okay.
making all our contributions, we've not really spoken about INEC. Yeah.
Mm.
I'm hearing you.
Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Oh, well,
Go ahead.
yeah.
I can hear you. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
we are not talking about the main issue concerning 2027. Now, if we don't reform INEC, we can make all the necessary plans and arrangements that we want to make as Indians and as everybody supporting Peter Obi. But what are the plans that are being made by the National Assembly to reform INEC?
Hmm. Go ahead, sir. I don't have an answer to that. So I mean
Yeah.
you're bearing your mind, so go
So
ahead.
that is my area. That is the area I really want us to look into, because we can make all the arrangements, we can talk, we can liaise with whatever it is, but we have to reform INEC. But INEC is the body that has been set up to conduct elections for Nigerians. Yeah,
All right. Thank you. Thank you
yeah,
so
thank you.
much. That's apt. I appreciate this. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's see if I've got someone else in the house to jump in on the conversation very quickly before I pack off. Hello, good evening and welcome. Miss Emmanuel Adivanje, you're welcome, sir.
How are you, Precious? Uh,
I'm very well, thank
uh,
you, sir. How about you,
yeah,
sir?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Go
Nice to
ahead,
come
sir.
on board again. Now,
Thank
this talk about I don't know why people bother about Ruben Abati, because
you.
everybody should know that that guy is biased against Peter Obi. Any little thing he will come out to attack Obi. When
Mm.
Tinubu said that he will grab it and run with it, and he actually did that in 2023, he didn't say nothing. And then just because Peter Obi said that he will only spend 4 years, just one term, they came out attacking him. Even I'm surprised that Soludo will always do something like that. Even though he came out to, cunningly deny that he was not referring to Peter Obi, but I definitely know that he was also targeting Obi, because anything when Obi was referring to all he did when he was governor, he came out to debunk it. That Obi did not, it is not correct that the breweries in Anambra, the one that's generating the most revenue, he came out, and eventually Obi was even proved right. So I don't know why even Igbos will be attacking Peter Obi. Now that everybody, Yorubas, are rallying around Tinubu in spite of his faults, I believe that Igbo leader should be the number one promoter for Peter Obi. But what do we see? His character is always malign, you are always attacking him. Then I continue to wonder, what is going on? What's all this? When I remember the way Ayo Adebayo used to defend Peter Obi with all he had before he died, even Obasanjo,
Absolutely. Yeah.
everybody, they were defending
Yeah.
him. But these people will come out as if sometimes I wonder that Does it mean that Igbo themselves, they don't love themselves, or what? Or what is going on?
Mm,
So they should
mm.
be the one in the forefront of, of
Promote Peter Obi.
shouting down the lies of Peter
Mm.
Obi. Ruben Abati
Against
and
Peter Obi.
all
Okay.
those people from the former when you were attacking you from Labour Party, Apampa and the Arabambi and so on. Today they will say, okay, they will want to put our house in order. The next time, Aburi and others, they will attack Obi. I said, what is wrong with these people? They should know that without Obi, Labour Party is nothing. So that's a simple fact. But one thing is clear, which I want people to consider. That is the fact that this election in 2027 will surely be rigged. What people should concern themselves about is that if they did it again, it's not that Obi did not win in 2023. Everybody knew he won. So if it happens again in 2027, what is going to happen? Are people ready this time around to stand up and fight for their right? Or are they just going to go back home and then say, oh, we'll go to court or something like? Because the election will surely be rigged. That is a fact. The North now they will do, I'm sure they are ready this time around to make sure if they are ready to fight if the election is rigged. But we in the South, are we ready? Are we just going to cross our hands and leave it to the northern people alone to do the fight? That is the question we should be asking ourselves. All these things, there is no doubt in my mind that the elections will be rigged. It will be rigged. Look at what is
Hmm.
happening in like somebody just pointed out that they said there was not going to be election, a local government election in the rivers. Then Wike spoke suddenly. Everybody's quiet. And he said the election will hold. And that is what is going to happen. Because they have the apparatus of the government on everything. And even on the election will hold under that administrator, which is an illegality in the first place. So they know what they are doing. They are just retaining, they want to make sure they set up their machinery for the rigging before that administrator leaves. And once they set up all the local government chairmen and everything who are only loyal to the government of Tinubu, that is where they may not even be loyal to Wiki. Tinubu know what he's doing. By the time he's done with Wiki, he's going to throw him away. He will throw him under the bus because without Tinubu, Wiki is nothing. I've been saying it long ago that for that ministerial position they give to Wiki, he's nothing. I was telling people, let Tinubu remove Wiki as minister today. He's finished. So that is the simple fact. He has nowhere to run
Thank
to. It's only unfortunate that
thank you.
Fubara I'm disappointed in Fubara. He's not a man dancing to their tune, we're going to beg and all those. It is very, very shameful. I was telling people that he should stand up as a man and face them, even if it comes to resigning. If that is the worst, if they impeach him, let him stand. People will be behind him. Peter Obi is not a governor today. He's not anything, but people are with him. If he stood his ground and they impeach him or they he resigned when they started the administration of this man, I don't know his name. When they started the administration, if he resigned, said no, he's not having none of it, and joined OOB, oh my God, that would be a formidable force. But he lost that opportunity. Now he's nothing. Even if he comes back as governor, it will just be, a rubber stamp dancing to the tune. Anyway, let me
Thank
stop here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you,
thank
what you
you.
are
I
doing,
appreciate that.
Precious. I always call you Precious,
Sir,
marvelous Precious Enyi. I added marvelous to your
sir,
name. So,
thank
and I always urge people
thank you,
to,
sir.
to press the like button. Every time
I
they start the tuning, they
mm,
should press, the first thing they should do is press the like button to encourage what you are
like
doing.
button. Thank you
All right.
Thank you, sir. Did you people hear
Yeah,
him? Oh, yeah, go and press the like button.
right.
Press the like
That's
button
right.
and also subscribe if you've not subscribed before.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
That's
Appreciate your
right.
time. God
So
bless
it's
you.
okay. I'm
Enjoy
going to
your
leave you now. Okay, bye for now.
Okay.
Thanks everybody. Please spread the like button, my people there.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Thank
Right.
you. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you. Bye. All right. So press the like button, click on the like, and then also go to every other social media platform: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You see us at Precious in TV there. And then also do well to subscribe. Follow us like a village people and make we move the ministry forward. I love when I plenty. Well, make I just bar break here because I need to go take care of myself. Tomorrow we live to fight again another day. I see you again tomorrow, God willing. Protect your mental health because it's very important. I love you guys. You already know I do, right? I love Onajagas. I go see you tomorrow. Make on no find trouble. Till I see on again tomorrow. Make we continue to speak for the growth and development of our country. My name is Precious Enyi. I love when I plenty. Good night and God bless you.